Welcome to this MOOC. My name is Irena Papadopoulos and I'm the coordinator of the ENF5 project team, which is responsible for developing and delivering this MOOC. I want to welcome each one of you, irrespective of the reason why you have decided to enroll on the MOOC. Whether you are one of the specially recruited students, a member of the public, a member of the healthcare teams in any part of the world, you're all very welcome. This MOOC will examine aspects of patient safety from the lenses of intercultural communication, multicultural, multidisciplinary teams, and will be 6 weeks long. I want to begin by telling you a few things about the ENA program. This is funded by the European Union and it started in 2008, and we, during the last 8 years or so, have run 5 projects. The first project focused on the needs of nurses in various countries in the European Union, and particularly their mobility needs and their familiarization with other cultures and other systems of healthcare. The second project focused on the needs of the teachers, how they would embed our Papadopoulos, Dilke and Taylor model and IENA model of cultural competence within their curricula, so that they could help both the students who were learning to be good nurses and caring for people from diverse backgrounds, but also the qualified nurses who wanted, as I previously said, to move and work in another country within the European Union. The NS3 project developed a number of very interesting and useful tools focusing on aspects of culturally competent compassion, and ENA 4 project focused on leaders in healthcare, particularly nurses, and we developed a number of learning units for developing culturally competent and compassionate leaders in healthcare, as well as developing measuring tool for the aspects of culturally competent and compassionate care. Please visit the ENA project website at www.enaproject.eu, because I believe you will find a treasure chest full of useful materials, and please use them in any way you wish. All we ask is that you acknowledge that they come from the ENA project. So let me tell you a few things about the MOOC, which is part of the ENA5 project. As I mentioned earlier, it is about patient safety, but what we are particularly looking at is aspects which have not been addressed in the published literature adequately, in my view, and this is intercultural communication, its effect, and how this is dealt with in multicultural, multidisciplinary teams, and how that affects patient safety. So you will start this MOOC, I hope, by looking at the very short animation that we have created for you, which outlines and expresses in a kind of fun way our educational approach to the MOOC. It's only about a minute and a half long, so please watch it. Also, I would like to remind you that you need to complete the various questionnaires that we have included both at the beginning and at the end of the MOOC. And also in terms of assessments, each week we'll have a quiz or some sort of assessment, which is it will not take you very long to do. This is because, and particularly because, if you wish to gain the international credits which this MOOC can offer, you need to complete the assessments. You also need to have a high level of engagement with the content and with each other. The MOOC, you will see, is based on activities, co-learning and co-production, generally speaking, in a very it approaches education and learning from a very democratized perspective. Final comments and advice. As I said earlier, the MOOC is 6 weeks long. Each week has a particular theme. Now, the first week begins with an orientation to both the timetable, but most importantly to the technology that you will be using during the 6 weeks. There are various video clips and other podcasts and such like that really it is worth spending the time watching them maybe more than once, so that you prepare as best as you can to use them when the time comes and you need to contribute and engage with the activities that we have included in the MOOC. So that's very, very important, and please don't skip it. It will not be of any benefit to do so. The other comment that I wanted to make is that you may find that some of the content that we have included takes longer than an hour, because we expect you to study about an hour a day for 5 days a week. Now, my advice is that you do as much as you can. It is difficult to measure precisely the amount of time that what we have included will take each and every one of you. We are all different, we study in different ways, and especially if because the majority of the materials are in English, some of you whose mother tongue is not English may take a little bit longer, but my advice is do as much as you can. If it takes longer and you have the time, please do so. If you're really short of time, then and you haven't completed everything within an hour, that is I'll leave it up to you what you do about that. But you will find that in each day we will ask you to read something and maybe write a reflective account, a short one, post it in the discussion board or the blog that we have created for you, so that other members of your group, because you will be divided in groups of about 20 or 25 people, can then read, and you can read theirs and give you some feedback and engage in this way in a kind of a dialogue. Each group will have a facilitator who hopefully will motivate you and make some suggestions, be there to answer your questions, and offer some group tutorials at specific times. This is the way that we have structured the MOOC. There will be some materials in other languages, so please look out. I can't tell you exactly where to find them at the moment, but when you go in, you will see that there are specific pages for people who speak Italian, Danish, Greek, Romanian. These are the languages that we have translated some of the materials for you to engage with. You will also have an opportunity to belong to a group of your language group, if you like, which is again those the five that I have mentioned. That's English, Romanian, Greek, Italian, and Danish, and engage and exchange views in those languages with the people who are in that group. So we have tried to provide things in other languages other than English, but do appreciate it that we don't this is a limited only attempt. Okay, I think that's all that I need to tell you about the MOOC, and for the moment I will be hopefully introducing each one of the weeks for you and giving you a little bit of advice, and also concluding with a short video, and your group facilitators will also do the same. So I hope you will enjoy it. I hope you will find it meets at least some of your needs and curiosities. I hope you will engage with each other. I hope you will stay with the MOOC and try, as I said, to do your best and choose the elements that are more interesting to you. And look forward to talking to you again. So enjoy it, and see you soon. Bye bye.